two presses, pneumatical presses, to have very gentle pressing for the quality of the juice. It's very important. So we're coming with the grades up there and have just we use gravity, no pumping with the grapes. The grapes are getting directly in the press and the juice is going directly one step deeper, just with gravity.
重力だけなんだ。
Maybe this is also interesting for you because it's a skiing club in Austria. Was with Japanese friends here. I think it's 5-6 years ago, 7 years ago.
There was also the mayor of Niedersachsen.
Ah, okay. So,
They signed here. Please take a seat in the car.
okay.
Yeah.
Hohenwart. And Hohenwart means high point of view.
Oh.
And the name comes, this high point of view comes from this church because this is the highest point we have here. It's close to 1,000 year old, built 1060, so close to 1,000 year old.
Yeah.
And surrounded from this vineyard called Kirchengarten, Church Garden.
Church garden.
Kirchengarten.
Okay.
That's the single vineyard.
チャーチがあるって。
Magst du es da herstellen? Gib mal kurz.
Wat ik een drankje?
Hier.
Yeah, it's okay.
Here's your.
Okay. Cheers.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Single vineyard Grüne Veltliner, Ried Kirchengarten, vintage 22. It is a pleasure to have you here.
Yeah, thank you.
Welcome in
Thank you.
Weinviertel. Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you. See you again.
Cheers. If you want to spit, feel free. Yeah. You can see here now. We're breaking over every second row, just one time a year. And these days we're giving the new mannering plants the seeds in. Yeah. Yesterday and today we're driving just to get the new green. We're doing mannering plants, means it's a mixture which is perfect for the conditions we have here. Means we have very light soils. Light soils, there's a scale for soils, go up to 100 points. That means between 90 and 100 points, a soil is a rich soil, can hold water and nutrition very easily. All my soils are below 40. It means they are very light, and it's necessary for. We have no irrigation. Not 1 square meter in the whole area here is irrigated. That means we need deep roots. That's very essential, and we get deep roots with a lot of vines per hectare. That means an intense planting, because you have a competition from vine to vine, and the roots had to go deep. And that's perfect for us after 10 or 15 years when the vines are there. We have deep roots against dryness and for good minerality. The very special here is we have here sandstone. After 20 centimeters is sandstone that brings the wine, so how to say, the minerality, exotic minerality. It's a little bit papaya and lychee, more exotic than the other 2 single vineyards of Grüne Veltliner.
The terroir, the soil is not red, not.
It's light.
It's right.
Light.
And when we went to the Baghdad from the Chelny, Chelny, that he's mainly soil is
Löss,
yeah.
We don't have löss here.
Ah,
No,
okay.
it's not. Löss is more
sandy and
sandy, but intense. Löss is also, I would say, from the numbers for soil, löss would be between 60 and 80. Not
okay.
so light than we have. But the very special we have is chalk. We always have a lot of chalk. And this is a very young one, this part here. You see, the trees are very long. And these are the grapes for vintage 24. Look at this. We will expect blossoming in 3 weeks, maybe 4 weeks. 3 weeks.
But we're 20 days earlier than.
20 days in the lead, yeah. Comparing a little bit like vintage 2018. Normally, because the end of blossoming is a very, very important part for us as winemakers. Because if blossoming is end, from this day on, we have in 100 days picking season starts. It doesn't matter how July and August, with perfect conditions, there are maybe just 96. And with very bad conditions, maybe there are 105, but not more. So if normally we have the end of blossoming between the middle of June to the 20th of June.
Okay.
That's normal. For example, 2018, we had the earliest blossom ever, finished in the last days of May. So we knew in the end of May we will have an early picking. That means we are doing leaves away only on the side where we have the morning sun, and no leaves away on this side where we have the afternoons, the hot temperatures. So we can have all grapes in the shadow of their own leaves, and that's very, very important.
Okay.
To help the grapes against global warming.
なんか2018年がすごい早い収穫だったんだけど、今年も多分なんか花が咲いてから何日か後に収穫開始って100日後かなんかそういうあれだから、今年もどうも早そうだっていう。Can you stand together? Yeah. Thank you. Okay. 1, 2, 3. はい、Thank you.
Should I make a photo from all 3 of you in the vineyard?
Yeah,
so you have a picture from all 3 of you. Yeah. With which? With,
これちょっと待うか。
okay.
なんかうちらのを撮りたいんだ。
じゃあこれと。
And I will.
Long, so the work we're doing now is we clean this part, so everything away. So the next few days, that's the next work. And also at the beginning here, these are the older vines. You can see here the 20 years old. Yeah, all trees between the wires. If we have more wind or a thunderstorm, they cannot break
OK
because they're between the wires. That's important.
嵐とか
And clean everything here, everything. That's the next work we do.
ワイヤーの間に挟むだけで、
なるほど。
And these leaves are getting, at Indian summertime, they're getting totally yellow like our labels. The same color.
Same color.
Exactly like this. At Indian summer. And you can see here, we have this here we have planted 2 years ago. You see here the clay. For example, one of the different clays. We have white clay, red clay, and yellow clay as
なんていうん
well.
だっけこの花。
A
これを
completely mixture.
植えるんだって。でまあなんかやっぱ昨日と一緒で耕してからなんか今耕しててあそこに種をまくっつって。
And this clay is doing the nitrogen from the air in these roots. And in 2 or 3 weeks, when it's higher, we cut them, and then the nitrogen from the roots is getting free for the vines. Yeah.
これってなんかなんつったらなんかな太陽から熱っていうかエネルギーを保有してなんか根に保有するから、まあ、上の部分はカットしちゃうらしいんだけど、まあ、その根がこう生やすからあっちにブドウの畑にエネルギーを供給できるんだって。I don't know.
Yeah. That's the reason why we don't need fertilizer. So we just take away just the grapes because the wood is staying there, the leaves are staying there. We're just doing, and after pressing the skins and the wraps, we give him back in the vineyard. So the only one we do away from the vineyard is just the juice. So and then the nitrogen, the nutritions of the juice, we have to give the vineyard away back. And we're doing this with this manuring plants. We're getting a very new one there in 2 or 3 weeks. It's completely green. But it's very important to have the right mixture of these plants because they all must feel here very comfortable with the kind of soil, with the chalk, with the less rain. That's important.
And also to give the insects and the bees some food.
Yeah.
You see in the bigger wood towers holes. And big, you can see one big black bee lives in there, and they need some food. Or a
蜂
lot
の
of
巣になっ
birds.
てとか鳥とかも来るようにこうなんか穴を開けてるみたいな。
何鉢かわかんないけど、
なるほど。
ね。
Completely mixture of 10 different plants. Also a different kind of clay.
いやリンゴにね。大丈夫。
ペンあるよ。
オッケー。
We are here approximately close to 400-meter altitude. Yeah,
400
one of the
meters.
highest vineyards in the whole area of Weinviertel. And we are in this direction. There is the Danube in this direction. Maybe it will be in the air 12 to 15 kilometers, not more. There's the Danube. But 200 meters down, the Danube level are 200 meters, and we're here at 400 meters. So it always here it's a little bit cooler, slightly windy, and that's the reason why we are normally the growing is comparing to Krems 1 week behind. And since climate change the last 20 years, it's getting to an big advantage for the location of our wine estate to have more freshness, to have more acidity, and also in the same way the physiological ripeness of the grapes. And a big advantage we have here, cold temperatures are always going down in the valley. 10 days, 14 days ago we had late frost problems. That means we had here in Hohenwald minus 2 degrees Celsius and no late frost damage. Not
really?
one vineyard late frost damage.
Even in a cooler.
Yeah, and the surrounding villages, the cold is going down. They had, yeah, they had minus 4 degrees, minus 5 degrees. And for example, the neighborhood in 5 kilometers here, 50% damaged by late frost.
なんか標高が高くて涼しいからって言って霜の被害はなく、なんでかって言ったら冷気は下に行ってしまうから200メートル下の生産者さんたちはもうなんか 50% ぐらいも今年遅霜の被害があったけど我々はないって。
The whole year cooler, but when it's really cold, we are a little bit warmer.
Yeah,
because the cold is going down.
Okay.
なるほど。
We also nearly have no hail because
Yeah.
we're on the hill Mannhardsberg, it's called, Mount Mannhard, and he keeps the bad things away. No hail nor snowstorms.
Normally.
Normally.
Hope so.
So that's why the church, the God, protect.
If you see the trees are now completely white, these are acacia trees. Acacia.
Acacia.
Yeah. It's blossoming now all over.
これのね。Yeah. We can see the many blossom of the white.
Yeah.
These
Acacia.
are the acacia.
And 1 week after blossoming of the acacia,
Was it 1 month?
1 month after the acacia blossoms, the wine will start blossoming.
Yeah.
It's also
Approximately. Yeah. We have totally, we sell wines from 30 hectares.
30 hectares.
30, yeah. And all 30 hectares are 2 miles around our house, directly here. So climate is directly Hohenwald of all our wines. All our wines.
30
30
hectare. Yeah.
Not 13, 30.
30.
Yeah, 30. Correct.
You can drink the wine up, or you can give it back to the
Yeah.
Thank you.
これは入れてないんだよね。
ってよ。で、急変があるです。
言葉が分かってない。意味が分かってないから何を。
いや、入れてますよ。
あ、本当だ。分かってなかった。
はい。この1000年前の
教会のお庭。
そう。
教会の庭ってことだよね。
教会の庭。
1000年前の。1000年前。
そうね。
ああ。
マンゴーやパイナップル。
Hütte means small house.
Okay.
Yeah. And Hirte was the name of the protector of the grapes. For example, 200 years ago, it was very often very common that people steal the grapes when they are ripe before picking 2 days earlier. So they have one person here day and night just watching.
watching.
そうなの。
盗む輩がいるから。すごいな。あ、スモールハウスって意味なんだね。この、なんていうのかも忘れちゃったけど。入れるんだ。でも今。
It's the region here, and the man sitting outside and look over the vineyards.
So watching out
And-
steal.
And all wine estates bring this man wine, food, and also.
Okay. 盗むの。
But my grandfather told me always, this man always knew where the best grapes are.
Oh, really?
So if someone want to steal grapes, he sometimes make a company
negotiate.
yeah.
面白い。盗むの。
へえ。
へえ。
Some years ago there was in Austrian television a documentary about women in the wine business, and I had the honor to be part of the documentation, and I did taekwondo at the time. So I stood there on top of the hut doing taekwondo practices.
Oh, really?
They're really nice pictures.
面白い。
And you see, very typical for us, the rolling hills go from east to west. And only on the south side of the hill we have the vineyard. And on the north side you see there is some forest.
南側斜面だけ。
And that's also the big advantage for our future. Because in wine regions like Burgundy, for example, they have no plan B against climate change. Yeah, but we have it because the last 200 years we have planted just the warmest slopes we have. So we have this and the east and north slope free for planting for maybe warmer temperatures in future.
Okay. Yeah.
That give us the possibility to hold the typicity of our wines now for sure for the next 20, 30, 40 years. Whatever climate is doing with us.
Yeah.
But it's not possible in Burgundy because they have wine all over.
Yeah.
There's no free place for cooler.
まあすごいアドバンテージがあるんで。まだ植えてもいいところもあるし、今のところ南斜面だけに植えてる状況だけど、まあ、別に違うところにも植えていいから、ブルゴーニュはもう気候ダメージが大きいけど、我々はまだ、ね、標高もいいと思う。
Marie-Therese made one or 2 years ago a box which is recording bird voices. Yeah, recording 4-week long day and night all bird voices, and then he sent this box to a company, and they wrote us back which different birds we have with a sound on this box. And there were more than 20 different birds. They are hardly protected. They are very rare. We didn't know it.
20種類ぐらいの野鳥がいるんだって。まあそれがブドウ畑を守ってることになります。I like a bird, so unfortunately I living in the not countryside near the Tokyo, but I have the very tiny garden. I put on the box and the feed.
Oh,
Every day I'm watching, but nothing.
Oh, okay.
Marie-Therese also have 2 places where he feeds the birds at home. But the problem in winter is the big, how to say it, die Greifvögel, die wissen noch.
The hunting birds who eat other birds, they know that, so they circle around the feeding stations. And
they know exactly where are the other birds. It's dangerous for them. But.
鳥が来るように米を仕掛けてるんだけど、来ないからうちのあそこのちゃん連れて
It's for hunting because we have a lot of deers here and they love grüne Veltliner and the fresh trees. And so it's necessary to hold them a little bit back.
ちっちゃいなんか木を食べたの。
These are all over. You find them everywhere. Everywhere.
That's 60 years old vineyard. What's the name?
Kreimelberg. Kreimelberg. The rote Veltliner, the grape. Fliegengewicht means flyweight. Flyweight, like the boxing flyweight. The lightest grüne Veltliner we have. Just 11% alcohol. That's it. Very fruity, fresh, very young. We will taste now the wines, with vintage 23. And taste from the single vineyards, the current in selling 22. And before we make lunch, we're going in the cellar with these glasses and taste the samples from the tank of the single vineyards, 23 directly in the cellar.
Okay.
So you see the cellar and we taste Riedla and Kronberg directly with the 23. Will be bought in 4 weeks.
Okay.
The next is Ausstich. Ausstich means this is a selection of the wine estate. Ausstich, this word Ausstich, because my grandfather tasted every year in the week of Christmas, in December. He went in the cellar, tested every different cask Grüne Veltliner, and chose for him the best cask with the classic white pepper, typical Grüner. He put the name Ausstich with chalk, Ausstich on the barrel, and bottled the whole barrel with the name Ausstich on the label. 60 years ago. So we hold this name for this kind of Grüne Veltliner, white peppery, typical, not too intense, not too light. For example, a little bit everybody's darling. It's the most important wine in our wine estate.
Okay.
Because it's also very food friendly.
まあなんか選択したっていう意味で60年前におじいちゃんが毎晩クリスマスの前に
なんか全てのカスク
クリスマス前に全ての樽をテイストして試飲してなんか一番いいのにこれって
長期で書いてある。
そのストーリーを残してなんかあんまり軽すぎずとはいえそんなに重すぎずっていう典型的なグリューナーベルトリーナーの味にこれの名前を残してるんだってそのストーリーを残しながら。
Okay, good. You see here on the capsule Weinviertel DAC. Every region in Austria has its own DAC, like AOC in France or DOCG in Italy. Means the region. And the Weinviertel is the only one region in Austria which has just one grape. If you see the word Weinviertel here or here on the label, Weinviertel, it's always 100% Grüne Veltliner and just Grüne Veltliner. Wagram DAC can be Grüne Veltliner, Rote Veltliner, Riesling, and I think Burgundy grapes and so on, 10 different. Kamptal, Kremstal as well. But Weinviertel is just focused because we say we are the home of Grüne Veltliner, we are doing just Grüne Veltliner in different kinds, like Reserve, the single vineyards, Kronberg, Riedler, and so on. But always, if you see Weinviertel, it's always Grüne Veltliner. And very easy message for the consumer as well. The big target behind should be in future, in 20 or 30 years, we want to be, in the opinion of the consumer, like, for example, like a Chablis. Everybody in the world knows if you get a bottle of Chablis, you know, you get a white wine, a dry white wine, you have an idea comparing with dishes, and that should be wine to tasting with Grüne Veltliner in future.
なるほど。
And the biggest typicity of classic white pepper Grüne Veltliner has the classic one with 12.5 alcohol, in our case the Ausstich.
だから今どれだ
今入ってるのがまだ2本目よ。
おじいちゃんがつけたよ。情報量多すぎたと。でこれがついててラベルにも書いてたらもうイコール機械的にもうグリューナー
このワイン
世界的にこのワインビーテルって書いてあったら
100% グリューナー。
しゃぶりみたいに世界からすぐ祝いとか料理とか。
Maybe this would be also the best wine for intense the market with helpful. I don't know how can we help you for selling wines? Maybe some special sales we can do both together. I just want to give you the possibility to just talk to us. We are helping you for sure. We're willing to help you to introduce in the market with sales. We made this also. We had done it for U.S. importer in New York, Montesquieu. For example, we had in 11 plus 1, for example, 1 free, just paying 11 and 1 free. Special sales like this.
Okay.
And I think maybe you had to know, and you know your market much better. But maybe because of the value price ratio would be this one of the wines would be possible to do sales like this. Bless you.
Thank you.
How do you say in Japan? Bless you.
No, nothing. Anything, nothing. Yeah.
Just European.
Yeah.
おめでとうみたいなことが意味でしょ。
なんか心臓が一瞬止まってまた動き出すから、なんか天使の施しみたいな感じですよって。まあなんかそうおめでとう。
Should I close the door? Now we are doing the 2 single vineyards, Kronberg and Riedla. We have seen the Riedla from the car. And afterwards, because this is both vintage 22, and we just want to show you how good these wines are aging. All single vineyards age for 20 to 30 years for sure.
Okay.
And to give you an idea how it tastes, we will have Riedl 8000 Riedla, single vineyard, vintage 2011, so it's 13 years old.
どれだ
But we start with Kronberg. On the next
これ
page,
か。
yeah.
いや、これだ。
Weinviertel Lisi Reserve. We are doing at all these 3 single vineyards. The Kirchengarten we had in the vineyard already. At the church we have tasted outside.
教会ね。
We are doing
これね。
in the cellar, we are doing always the same. We do nothing. That means all single vineyard make spontaneous fermentation in stainless steel, so they have never seen wood, no malolactic, because for me as the winemaker, the most important is I want to show you what my grapes have to say, affected by the distinctive soil where the grapes are coming.
Okay.
Here we have Ried Kronberg, chalky sandstone, vintage 22.
長期。よよよよ。
So that you can
長期。
And very important, since vintage 2009, we are using DM cork, so no corky taste. Yeah. And especially after 10 or 15 years of aging in the bottle, it's very, very important.
Oh, young 10. Wow. Nice. Good work. Young 10. 随分高すぎちゃうな、これ。
Very complex tea.
Yeah,
It's a many
absolutely.
tastes.
Absolutely.
Many tastes.
stand it here. This is the soil from Ried Kronberg. The wine now.
산다는 쪽.
And this is Ried
Allah.
Kirchengarten, the church garden from
Kirchengarten. Kirchengarten, yeah. Yeah.
가 기르신 가르트.
が、教会の方。
こっちが
こっちがこの。
ラね。
No, no, no. Kirchengarten.
キャフンガーデン。
Kirchengarten.
キルヒンガーデン、クロー
Kronberg.
クロンベ
ああ、
ル
コンベック。
そうそう。
Das ist Riedler.
Riedler.
8000 Riedler.
じゃあ、
You
ワイ
see
ド
the
が
difference? Yeah,
Yeah.
The chalk. The white is the chalk.
chalk.
Yeah.
And these are also the chalk.
Yes,
Yes,
but
but,
not so much
so
than
much,
Riedler.
so-
Yeah, yeah.
So it looks like this terroir soil is a more older age. Well,
Nice. It's just
So
it's
the
different
same-
age,
different-
but from the age, I think they're all
all
from the same.
same.
Yeah, yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah.
Hey.
But depends on the altitude
Ah,
as well.
altitude
So
and
that makes a difference. But for me, as a winemaker, I want to show. If you smell, you can feel the ripe grapes of the
yeah,
vintage. And for me, a really great wine we must have always enjoyability to drink. Not a blockbuster. You think, oh wow, it's a lot of wine, but one glass and I'm finished. The really great wines, you can drink a bottle and
yeah.
I only have amazing.
So we are very happy to visiting you because of I and my husband had visited Australia, the 15 years ago.
Oh.
Yes, that time the Australian embassy give to me the chance to the visit and so on, the please import and so on, because of that time, so 15 years before. So not nothing, but very not nobody else, but import company never import to start. So I have the chance to connecting Miss Matsumoto from the Australian embassy, and she helped us to see and look for the ostrich and so on, because our company got the success to import only a high quality producer from the France. But as you know, the French wine and Italy and so on, the world market, because they are the huge production all over the France. But at the beginning, that time, we are looking for and we think to begin to the another countries. So but it's that time 15 years before, so very difficult to say and introduce sales and so on. But we need much time to of course keep our philosophy of the French producers, of course, but a little bit destroy to the very fixed sense for Japanese. So one of the, a kind of the development and sensational for the wine market. So we began to decide to addition for the EU and Austria wine and the Switzerland and also the Denmark. So just after the COVID, the many customers, many restaurants and import companies, big damage. But we addition increase. So that is a kind of the revolution for the new marketing for the wine in Japan. So I believe so. And then we decide to coming again to Austria this time, and I would like to more understand again. So maybe it's good for the connect.
For sure.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And lucky for thing, Marie-Therese and just yourself came to Japan last years, and it's a very good chance to,
Okay, good to hear.
Yeah.
Did you speak about another visit or not really? No, okay. Marie-Therese always likes traveling to Japan.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I would go every month if it wouldn't be that.
And I would like to come to Japan during the cherry blossoming.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, yes. This year is normally the correct period, but we have the weather changing. Always very nervous for the because it's only 1 week.
It's just 1 week.
Yeah, just
How
1
can you
week.
plan this?
Yeah.
It's not possible.
Yes, for example, the foreigners would like to see, and they decide to the very long time before. They decide to came to Japan and at the end of the March, but only 1 week delay, so they never see. So
That's now the 8,000 Riedler
Okay.
with this soil.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. $8,000 means the number of vines per 1 hectare. Normally in Austria there are between 3,000 and 4,000 vines per hectare. That's normal in common. Like we have seen in Kirchengarten, maybe around 4,000 vines per hectare. Here at the 8,000 we have 8,000 vines per hectare. That means like the Grand Cru Burgundy. They also have in the Grand Cru vineyards 8,000 and 9,000 vines per hectare. That means that give us a competition from plant. So they had to go deep. And this vineyard, it's not my idea. 30 years ago, I made a tasting with Uli and me in Vienna with the topic 10 of the best wines in the world. It was a blind tasting, and there for me was one white wine who thrilled me to my nails. You taste 3 times, 4 times, and wow, what a perfect, very, very good wine. It was from the winery Louis Latour in Burgundy, the single vineyard Gordon Chalman, vintage 79 in the double magnum. So I said for me, I had to know which vines in the vineyard can produce such a juice. So we made an appointment with the winemaker of Louis Latour, went together after the tasting in the cellar to the vineyard, and there he said, look, we are planting in this good vineyards 8,000 to 9,000 vines per hectare, and after 10 years the roots are deep enough, we're producing really great wines. There come my idea, I will do this in the best single vineyard we have with Grüne Veltliner. And there comes the 8,000.
Okay.
Now this vineyard is the same age as my daughter. It's 28 years old, so the roots are really deep enough.
ルイ・ラトゥールのコルトン・シャルルマーニの古いのを飲んで感動したんだって。それと同じ。感動して1ヘクタールあたり8,000本のブドウの木を植えて、サバイバル状態にすることで根が下に行く。
And in the cellar we're doing the same again, we do nothing. Spontaneous yeast fermentation, because I want to show you what this single vineyard has to say.
Yeah. What's the meaning? The la?
La is just the name of the single vineyard.
あー
Like Gordon Jalman, La.
あー、la.
Just the name.
意味はないんだ、あんまり。うん。Very.
Straight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's now
Always-
1 year in the bottle, and now it starts opening.
Yeah, it's at the beginning.
It needs 1 year approximately.
And depending on the chalky soil we have and the high altitude, oh, yeah.
ミリークみたいな。
ね
Shani,
Shani.
Ah, on the.
Yeah, the photo. Yeah, yeah.
My mother have the same. Same.
Yeah, cute.
Very clever.
Depending on the chalky and light soil and on the altitude, our wines never get overloaded. Only also at years when we have early blossoming, like 2018, for example, they're never going too much. Never. They're always staying focused, minerality and elegant. Always. Not only 8,000, all other wines as well. To give you an idea how this wine will taste approximately in more than 10 years, we have vintage 2011
Okay.
from the same single
yeah.
vineyard.
すごい、今のと。
You see on the color, you could for another 20 years, absolutely no problem. Beginning with the color. DM cork as well.
まあ、色を見てもわかるよ。何のダメージもないでしょうって。
そうか
すごいね。全然違いますけど。はあ。So honey, many flower notes. Honey, flower. すごい、なんか、お花の。
Minerality on the finish and smooth as well. And completely young as well. You never would say it's more than 10 years old. "30 years ago, when we started with the idea 8,000 vines per hectare, my father had to pay for my idea because he told me, do you know exactly what you want to do? With 8,000 vines per hectare, we could plant 2 hectares and do all plants on 1 hectare. Very intense work.
Yeah.
The whole time we have this vineyard. But now, 20 years ago,
Yeah.
we're very happy with it, for sure.
お父さんにしてみたら2ヘクタールに植えればいいのになんで1ヘクタールに2ヘクタール分植えるんだってなったけど、まあ、今見て結果が全て物語っている。
And then also have the green tea you showed me, the very intense where you just drink a small cup of.
Ah, yeah, at the Kyoto.
Yeah.
We went to the Ippodo. The kinds of the you want to say the
this very intense green tea.
Ah, the gyokuro?
Yeah.
The only the baby leaf.
Yeah. It reminds me.
Ah. Ah. なるほど。
Ganz, ganz intensiv. Der Kühltee wird noch für den Glas.
そうやってもらった。あ、そう、その時ハスミ受けたじゃ初めてね。うん。So, 2000 and the young vintage, 2000. Yes, this is of course a very complex tea, but very like I don't know what to say. The strong structure.
Yeah.
And a concentrate and very straight and strong concentrate. But 10 years later, very round and a flower, like a attack is a flower bouquet.
Flower bouquet. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
But aftertaste and eternal minerality.
Yeah. And the finish.
Eternal, yes.
Yeah. Exactly.
We can imagine what's going on with food and so on. This one and this one, and at the beginning this Gruner and the second place and this one and it's very
It's
new
also
experience.
important for you that you know if your customers buy this 22 8000. It doesn't matter when you find it 5 years later in the fridge, wherever. It's an advantage, not a bad. And that's good. Important to know.
We have to keep the
One case.
You have to forget.
Yeah. 全然だってね、花束飲んでるみたいなね最初。これ飲むと最初に前菜であれ、次にこれとかなんとなく浮かぶ。全部来るようになってます。
Reserve means this Weinviertel DEC. That's classic. Weinviertel DEC, classic. And all others are reserve, means full body. Full body. Just depending on the alcohol, 30% or more on the level.
Okay. まあなんか
Doesn't mean wood. No wood for that. No wood. No barrels.
アルコール度数が高くなる。まあ樽は使ってないけど。まあなんかこっちがまあなんかリーブレだったらコンビビアルとしてて、こっちがまあなんかゆっくり楽しむべきランクみたいな感じだから、日本人なんつって。
Now we're going to Rote Veltliner and taste Symphonica Vintage 23.
Okay.
So it's completely not easy to taste because very light, refreshing, easy after the 2011. But for me, I think it was necessary to show you these wines side by side.
I can, yes. そっか、そしたら
We have seen Krammelberg, also the same grape Rote Veltliner, but this is the Symphonica.
Okay.
11.5 alcohol Rote Veltliner. Rote means red because the berries of the grape get a little bit brick red on the sunny side, and it's not related with Grüne Veltliner. Also the genetic, completely different.
ああ、違うんだ。全然ファミリーでもない。なんか。
But But this grape is very rare. That means total production in Austria just 200 hectares. And I told you this grape needs very light soils to reduce the growing, that the bunches are staying healthy. And that's the reason why from this 200 hectare are 20 miles around this table are the whole 200 hectares. Because this grape needs these conditions we have here.
Okay.
And that's also the reason why we have a very long tradition of this grape. Very fruity, very refreshing.
Oishii. 昨日これを飲みたかった。これなら飲みたかった。あ、うまい。いいねこれ。果実味が分かりやすいな。3人も。
日本のローズとかもっと重いですね。
ね。
スッと上手になるから。
そうそう。なんか田舎っぽいっていうか、田舎っぽいっていうか野生味があるっていうね、よく言えば。向こう、そう。重心が違うんだ。
You can smell and you can taste that we work in the vineyard very intense, and our only one target the whole year in the vineyard to have at time of picking completely healthy and ripe grapes. And you can smell this, this clearness, this. And I think it's necessary to have the passion for your result of the work, and that's on the end of the day what you have in the glass. Quality is only just what you have in the glass, and that's the only one also your customer can enjoy. Less of the customers have the possibility to hear the stories behind. They just get in the bottle, have it in the glass, say, "Wow," or say, "Okay." And there it's necessary to say, wow, the smell and taste and the clearness. For me, it's important. Weißburgunder, Pinot Blanc, Weißburgunder. Vintage 23 as well. Thank you. It's more full-bodied, more intense on the palate. It's always in the nose, more smoother, more, how do you say, quiet. But long-living as well. 20 years, no problem.
酸味がゴーンってプロセスをしたんですけど、あれですね。
We're just talking about which wines we taste next or later. Just a skittle. In Austria, we love to drink Weißburgunder for dishes with asparagus. At this time, it's asparagus season all over, white and green asparagus. But I'm 100% sure all our gruners are perfect for asparagus as well. Depends also what you have to asparagus. If you take an Ausstieg, a classic one, or if you have sauce hollandaise, maybe you take a Kronberg or Riedler.
まあちょっとオランデーズソースとかってなるとシングルビンヤードとかの方がいいと思うけど、
シャルドネ。
アスパラガスにバイスブルー
をそう食べるのが好きなんで、まあ
来年からこれアスパラガスといえばバイスブルーだったんで、決めないといけないんで。
You still have the Weißburgunder. The fruity character of the Chardonnay of an apple, a green yellow apple, and freshness. And you only get this clear, precise fruit with 100% healthy grapes. That's an absolutely must have.
Good balance, very fruity. So green apple, and we have the pineapple, the Southwest Islands. So in Japan, not too fat, not too aromatic, but very good acidity and fruits very similar. 石垣のパイナップルみたいな。石垣アイランド。なんか
確かにね。
超酸っぱいんだもんだって石垣のパイナップルってなんか甘いけど。これあれなんだよな。どっちかっていうとこのシャルドネはなんかアジア系の料理とかにもいいんだよな。
こんな安いシャルドネないフランスにはないけど。
いやそんな言わないバカにしてるみたいに捉えるかもしれないからなん
動画撮ってるからねこれ。動画に声が入ってる。
Riesling. 23.
Thank you. はい、全然違う。
そうだしリーフレがなくなっちゃったから自分のお客さんのスタンダードランクの人みんなできるならセッツァーに振ってる。
ここが
We have only one single vineyard where we have primary rocks. There we have planted Riesling more than 20 years ago. But the name of the single vineyard is not really pretty. It's called Viertelgraben. So we have this only one Riesling, so we don't put this ugly name on the label. It's just Setzner Riesling because we have just this one.
可愛くない名前だからつけてないんだって
畑なの。
なんかまあ単一畑なんだけど
What name? Single vineyard?
Viertelgraben.
It's better to write in. Yes, it's better.
It's difficult, really. Yeah, I do. Yeah.
It would be quarter whole. Graben is like the hills and the whole.
You want
As a position?
Quarter.
The meaning.
The meaning.
The meaning, yeah.
なんか4つの穴に
Very intense, a mixture of apricots and peaches. I think.
その
ピーチピーチ超うまい
アルザスいらないねこれ。
まあそう思ってたんだけどねまあなかなかフランス
Now please rinse the glass
Okay.
with water because we're going in the cellar and taste vintage 23 Ried Kronberg and Riedla 8000
okay.
direct from the stainless steel.
みんなお行儀がいい人ここに来るとお行儀がよくいいの
Doesn't get again.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, good.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, sure.
So one problem for Japanese German language is it's difficult to remember.
Yeah.
But I can when I visited each vineyard and I talk with you and if we can introduce on the story
You missed
so.
one wine because I told Marie-Therese, I'm sorry, she should do this back in the fridge because I want this have for lunch. So,
あ、そうそう。
ああ、Thank you。
こっちから来る？
もうちょっと経ってしまう。
So I can tell to my customers the story, so they can order the, for example, the church garden. Okay, this one. So the not I don't know. Not don't. I want to more development. Of course, Austrians want the marketing in Japan, and especially. Our company, we have 90% restaurants. They are like a Michelin star, yes, top restaurants. And we would like to a little bit more push to the, your country's wine. Yes. But the sommelier and the chef worry about to serve the customers because they don't they scared to say.
To say.
So because the Japanese is very conservative and nervous for the talking. Yeah, so that's why that I can get the story of each wines.
Yeah.
I can tell to the customers, no, if you are scared, worry about to say the right word, you don't have to say. So, for example, so they can, the sommelier, they can easy to say that Chablis, but they worry about Gruner, Veltliner, and Gazden, and so on. But no. If you worry about, you can say the church gardens land and so on. They can say to the story, and I can tell, and they can put in the mind. And if they prefer to the taste and the price, and they can decide to put on the dealing.
Yeah. Like spring in the glass.
Very nice.
And I think always very important for rosé is the color. The bright color. Not like a half red wine. Should be bright. Yeah. Refreshing color. For me, this is the type of rosé, the Austrian answer, Provence. Provence rosé are always very full-bodied, very intense, always 13% alcohol and more. And we have just 11.5, but more fruit, more refreshing character.
Yeah.
In producing rosé are two types of possibilities. One part is you harvest for red wine, fill the red wine tank full, where you make the maturation time and the red wine fermentation. You fill it up, and then the next morning you give the juice away, 10%. That brings you a better red wine because you have a difference between skin and juice for the red wine maturation. Yeah, you have more skins against less juice because you have 10% minus with you made rosé. The problem is you work in the vineyards for red wine, you harvest for red wine, and then you have not only more color, you have less acidity and more alcohol. And all three you don't use. We know exactly now which vines producing rosé the whole year, because there we're doing the same like the whites. I told you the leaves at the west side where it's getting hot in the afternoon, we lose all leaves there, also for rosé, so that the red wine grapes are growing behind the leaves in the shadow. So there we hold the fruit and the refreshing acidity, and we pick exactly for rosé 10 days earlier than for red wine, and that makes a completely different rosé.
So I have one customer, Japanese restaurants. The chef is young, and they dealing with French wine only before, but I recommend your wine, and they at first rosé. That restaurant is very very interesting Japanese restaurant, but they focus only crab and shrimp. And last year, he got 1-star Michelin, so I'm very happy. Yeah, he as chef recommends the customer this rosé, and the regular customers are loving. So
Thank you. Thank you.
It's perfect for all of us.
yeah,
Perfect. Win-win situation for all of us.
yeah. He is just only the 32 or 33 around, so very young chef.
Cool.
So I said to him, congratulations, I can get future customers.
Exactly.
But nowadays, they increase younger customers, the chef, the owner. Of course, we keep the customers before, but now we increase.
Great.
But I think in Austria as well, the new generation in the restaurants are often chiefs like very young, between 30 and 40 years old, because it's a very stressful job, I think so.
Yeah.
And it's not easy getting older.
Yeah. The minus points is in whole Japan. It's difficult to get the employee. They don't want to working at the restaurants.
Absolutely, in Austria the same. Nobody wants to work there because you have to work Sunday, Friday, Saturday, and on the weekend. Nobody wants to do this.
Yeah, and
very
late at night and.
Yeah. With family, difficult.
Yeah.
We have the same problem in Austria as well. Zweigelt Vintage 22.
今度一瞬だけテレビ見れるけど。普通にカップ。
Zweigelt. Oui.
でもなんだっけ、ゲストが選んだ何段とかに選ばれてないから、まあ一瞬だけ出るだけだけど。
How hard to spell is the name Zweigelt? For Japanese, it's a difficult
Zweigelt
name.
is okay.
It's okay.
Yeah. Short is okay. It's a little bit long. It's
Okay, that's a problem. Okay. So La is no problem.
Yeah, that's short. Yeah.
何で入れんの？
辰巳拓郎。
また。
It's the most famous and most important red wine grape in Austria, Zweigelt. And it's an Austrian crossing as well, but now I think it's 60, 70 years old. And I think from the style here, Zweigelt is for me near Burgundy, a little St. Laurent in this direction. A little bit more fruit and more softer, but in this direction, not like Cabernet. No.
すごいスタイル。
So it's always a good idea to have the Zweigelt slightly cooled, 16 degrees Celsius, for example.
なんかちょっと低めの温度の方がいいって16度。
Full. Again,
言わないよね。いや、言わないのに出てくるんだけど。それけど何しよ
結構川魚系も
う。うん。
はい。
美味しい。
We get new glasses for the soup.
This is Zweigelt. なんつうで TV ショー。
で、ツバイゲーって何出る
We have the TV program.
Yeah.
The famous actor. He is very loving for the wine, and he has own TV program. But of course, he is an actor. Okay, but he loves for the wine, so the common people knowing the name, his name. Automatically, he is very loving for the wine, and he is not professional for wine because he is a TV a theater actor. Yes,
Doesn't matter.
but he has a TV programs every two weeks a month. Next week, he are dealing with Zweigel, your Zweigel.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I sent two samples.
Cool.
Yeah, and they not only use with several wines, but he recommend. Yeah.
Oh, great, great. Thanks a lot for the possibility.
Can you send us some link to watch it online if it is available?
Yeah, online.
Maybe on the Japanese TV, I can see online.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe the authorized and so on. I don't know. So, yeah.
Great, thank you.
うん、そうそうそう。一緒にやんけ、0.5秒だよ。まあでも一応ね。まあここら辺は飲んでない。うちら輸入してないからじ
じゃあ今これでしょ
ゃん。そう。
メロン一応ある
うん。
ありはする。
うん。
あ、でも今試飲してるやつの新しいやつを。
そうそうそう、輸入してる。
あ、試飲やそうそう。
Trockenpernoslise, rote Veltliner. Yes, this one. Yeah, exactly.
私の中でもみたらし団子なんだけど、これ。
もうよく出るからな。
うん。美味しいな。うん。I think this sweet wine from the Rota Bertolina, very good marriage with Japanese sweets. But I don't know why, but one part taste is linking.
Yeah.
Cool.
ほら、黒蜜みたいだ。完全にみたらしだ。
蜜みたい。
黒蜜だよ、黒蜜のわらび餅とか。
Black walnuts. It smells a little like black walnuts.
ああ、
これらボーン
黒いくるみって黒いくるみボールナッツって黒いくるみ黒いのがあるのかまあくるみとか
カラメル。
ああまあねキャラメルだからちょっとウイスキーっぽいとこもあるからなんかフレデリック・カッセルのチョコレートのやつああそうそうThank you so much.
Great pleasure.
We can find many things.
The small, tiny bottles. Yeah.
Ah, yes.
This sign is your family.
Family crest.
Okay.
Yes, it is. 60% of the family crest.
Oh, okay.
Because normally the whole family crest would be like this. Yeah. So a little bit more than 50%. So this would be the whole family crest. Yeah. With the grape in.
ああ、本当だね。かもだ。まあ。OK。
こうやってみようと壊れた。
壊れた。
So my watch is broken yesterday.
Oh my God! Why that?
I don't know. So belt is 切れた。
Oh,
Cutting.
Cutting,
That
yeah,
break.
cutting.
that can
So I
happen.
said to him that lucky from you are beginning to start in the Europe life around
With a
half
new
year.
watch?
So the watch is broken. The belt is catching your all the accidents.
Yeah.
Cute.
You go to Switzerland, so
Yeah,
Yeah.
you better read that.
So
I
many.
thought it
Rolex, Bradley, and whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mother is loving. A swatch is also Switzerland.
Swatch.